What's up, everybody? Kevin here, back with Detroit Lions Report. I'm back today with another mock draft video. This will be 3.0. Real quick, if you can go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's just dive right into this mock draft. First off, just want to say for this one, I decided to accept one of the trades that it offered me. I traded with Tampa Bay. I gave them the 29th overall pick and the 206th overall pick, and in return I got 57th overall pick, the 89th overall pick, the 125th overall pick, and a 2025 first round pick. I figured that was a good trade to make. Not necessarily something the Lions would do or Tampa would even offer, but for the sake of mock drafting and having some fun, I decided to accept this trade. So yeah, let's just dive right in here. With the 57th pick, I had the Lions selecting offensive tackle from Houston, Patrick Paul. Patrick Paul, 6'7", 333 pounds, from Houston, hometown Houston, Texas. He's ranked in the top 10, arguably, for his position on the offensive line. Draft profile bio. Patrick Paul was rated a 3-star recruit by ESPN and received a 3-star grade from 247 Sports. After his time at Jersey Village High School, as a fifth-year senior in 2023, Paul participated in 12 games and was on the field for 777 snaps. He improved his performance, allowing 6 quarterback hurries, 1 quarterback hit, and no sacks at left tackle for the entire season. Just incredibly impressive there. Some of his strengths include Paul possesses exceptional arm length and strength, enabling him to effectively neutralize defenders once he establishes a grip. His athleticism is notable, with quickness and agility that allow him to reach pass protection landmarks and connect with targets on the move in run blocking scenarios. He utilizes his wide reach effectively. He exhibits robust stopping power and resilience in his anchor. He displays a competitive and aggressive play style, consistently driving through opponents until the play is fully concluded. He demonstrates the ability to anchor outside the shoulder with significant grip strength. He shows good initial explosiveness and lateral mobility. He brings a disciplined approach to processing game situations with keen awareness of angles and adept at identifying blitzes. So yeah, all strengths I think fit well on the offensive line for the Detroit Lions. That's why I picked him with the 57th overall pick here. And yeah, just a guy that can continue the longevity and the dominance of the Detroit Lions offensive line, and a guy that can play multiple positions, and I think he fits in well. That's why I took him at 57. I really like that pick. With the 61st overall pick, I have the Lions taking defensive tackle Chris Jenkins from Michigan. Come over here, find his profile here. Chris Jenkins, 6'3", 305, out of Michigan. Another guy that's in the top 10 of his position, defensive line. Some player comparisons: Byron Young, Matthew Butler, Keon White. Draft profile: Chris Jenkins, the Michigan Wolverines defensive end, carries a notable legacy in football, being the son of Chris Jenkins Sr., a dominant 4-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle for the Panthers and Jets. Throughout his time at Michigan, Jenkins has shown steady growth and involvement in the team's defensive strategies. In his freshman year, he played 1 game, participating in 3 snaps. By his sophomore year, he had significantly increased his presence on the field, playing in 13 games, 175 snaps. His junior year marked further improvement, with Jenkins participating in 481 snaps across 13 games. And then finally, his senior year, Jenkins continued to be a regular feature in the Wolverines defense, playing in 13 games, logging 344 snaps. He added 27 tackles, 15 total pressures. And yeah, some of his strengths: Jenkins is tough against the run, hard to push around due to his solid stance and strength. He's got strong punch at the line. He's good at reading and reacting to blockers' moves. Doesn't get fooled too easily. He shows a slick swim move to break free from blocks, especially effective when he's cutting across the line. Even when he's got linemen on him, he can still make a tackle. He's got the hand strength and technique to control his matchups, and he's great at holding his spot and gap control plays. reads the action well. It can move side to side to stop the run. Yeah, Lions need a lot of help on the defensive line, as we all know. I think Chris Jenkins at 61 really could help fill that void. Just a solid pick at 61, if you ask me. And yeah, let's move on here. Grab the profile. Here we go. At 73rd overall, I have the Lions taking DJ James, cornerback from Auburn. Oh, yeah. Everyone in the comments has been begging for cornerbacks to be taken first round, second round, just anywhere in the mock drafts. That seems to be the number one position that you guys want for the Lions, which makes sense because that's the number one position that they need. And at 73 overall, I really like DJ James here, cornerback out of Auburn. He's 5'11", 180, top 20-ish defensive back in this draft. Some of his strengths include he tracks the ball well and has natural ball skills to forcing turnovers, has a change of direction ability to mirror underneath, but did solid work out of press and off coverage. He shows the click and close ability to backpedal and the ball skills to make plays. He has loose hips to go along with good top end speed. He has ability to flip around and turn and run in coverage. He has to add weight, but will it affect his athleticism? If it doesn't, he's the number one corner with the ball skills to be a game changer. He tracks the ball well and does a nice job of getting his head around in plenty of time to avoid flags. His length and leaping ability allow him to high point the ball and make plays. James would have had bigger interception numbers in college had opposing quarterbacks not gone out of their way to avoid him. So yeah, at 73 overall, DJ James screams to me like a potential number one cornerback on an NFL team, and with that being what the Lions really, really need right now, and DJ James's strengths, I think he fits the Lions very, very well here. So yeah, I was excited that he was there at 73 overall, and yeah, I think this is my favorite pick of the 3.0 mock draft here. And we move on to the next one. Pull up his profile here. 89 overall, I have the Lions selecting Adisa Isaac, defensive edge from Penn State. Adisa Isaac, 6'4", 250, Penn State. Arguably a top 10 defensive lineman in this draft. Isaac was rated a 4-star recruit by ESPN, 4 stars by 247 Sports. In 2023, as a senior, Isaac logged playing time in 12 games, unlocked a total of 380 snaps for the Nittany Lions. He added 24 tackles, 9 assists, and 24 stops. Some of his strengths: Isaac has enough speed to chase and run in pursuit. He has a high motor and does a solid job setting the edge against the run. As a pass rusher, Isaac shows quickness off the line, has the fluid athleticism, and a flexibility to bend the edge. With this combination of length and flexibility, he can bend and turn the corner around the edge, and has the closing speed to finish the job. He showed initial quickness and good flexibility to dip and bend. Isaac has active hands and suddenness to his movements. He's explosive off the line of scrimmage, showing the quickness that sets blockers back on their heels. Yeah, just another guy that I think would be a great fit here for the Lions. Yeah, would add to Chris Jenkins there on the defensive line. Seems to me like Isaac could play a little bit of linebacker if we need him to, stand up in the defense and play multiple positions, which is really something the Lions do cherish a lot. So I thought at 89 overall, this seemed like a pretty good pick for the Lions. Seemed like a no-brainer. Really like this pick for the Lions. Adisa Isaac, edge from Penn State at 89 overall. And we move on to the next one. At 92 overall, I have the Lions selecting Roman Wilson, wide receiver, Michigan. Let's pull up his profile. 5'10", 186 from Honolulu. Did not know that. Wow. Yeah, let's see. Player comps: Charlie Jones, Marvin Mims Jr., Jalen Hyatt. Pretty solid comps there. Roman Wilson was handed a 4-star recruit by ESPN, 4 stars by 247 Sports. As a senior in 2023, he played 13 games and 41 catches for 662 yards for an average of 16.1 yards per catch. Had 11 touchdowns with an elite quarterback rating when targeted of 140.9. Some of his strengths: elite athletic skills. His long arms allow him to play bigger than his size, and Wilson has a frame that can carry a little more weight. He tracks the ball well downfield and shows good ball skills, including the ability to go up and high point in contested catch situations. Wilson has strong hands and is extremely competitive, and he has an innate sense of timing when it comes to elevating and high pointing balls. Has rare suddenness with lightning footwork to create in tight areas with elusive shiftiness that can change of direction skills. He keeps his feet active and eyes up to dodge traffic quickly and easily, and he accelerates quickly and possesses good straight line speed. Wilson shows solid ball tracking skills and body control downfield, able to adjust the ball to the off-target throw. I think Lions are lacking a little bit of a receiver, in my opinion. I think they need somebody to come in. I think Roman Wilson is a perfect Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell type guy. He's got a lot of grit in him, if you ask me. And as a Lions fan, I watch a lot of Michigan games, and Roman Wilson really stood out to me. Has somebody that the Lions could bring in here. Now, as this mock draft season has gone on, do I think he'll be there at 92? No, I don't. I think he goes a lot sooner than this, but in this particular mock, he was available there, so I figured at 92, it's a pretty solid pickup. Arguably the steal of this mock draft. And this would be an incredible pickup for the Lions. All right, we move on. With the 125th pick, I have the Lions taking center Beau Limmer out of Arkansas. 6'4", 301 from Arkansas. Top 20-ish in terms of offensive linemen. Beau Limmer was a 3-star recruit by ESPN, 3-star by 247 Sports. In 2023, as a fifth-year senior, Limmer saw action in 12 games and played a total of 809 snaps for the Razorbacks. He allowed 8 quarterback hurries, 1 quarterback hit, and 4 sacks while playing most of his snaps at center. Some of his strengths include he's willing to attack and punches multiple times to finish the play. He's quick to pick up edge blitz and shows no panic. Has the agility, technique, and size to contribute early in his professional career. He's quick, active hands to latch on to defenders. Good natural athleticism, knee bend, and fluid lateral movement to mirror college defensive ends. He's quick out of his stance with the footwork to be effective in front of screens. Solid positional run blocker who flashes the nasty demeanor and killer instinct scouts covet. His ceiling isn't high, but Limmer has a good chance to carve out a long career as a quality starter on the left or right side, with the versatility to fit both in man and zone schemes. We all heard the rumors, even though he squashed those rumors of Frank Ragnow potentially retiring. He is coming back. However, this Beau Limmer guy just screams like a Lions Dan Campbell type guy. Like the scouting report said, he plays multiple positions. He has experience at multiple positions. He's got that nasty demeanor to him to finish plays. He's got that Lions grit to him. I think he'd really fit in well as an addition to the offensive line. Similar to Patrick Paul, I think he'd contribute heavily to keeping that longevity of a good offensive line here in Detroit. And at 125, really like Beau Limmer there. And then 162 overall, the Lions taking Curtis Jacobs, linebacker from Penn State. Let's pull him up over here. Curtis Jacobs, arguably a top 15 linebacker, 6'1", 236. Player comparisons: Demarion Overshown was a 4-star recruit by ESPN and was a 5-star grade by 247 Sports. In 2023, as a senior, Jacobs logged playing time in 12 games and logged a total of 425 snaps for the Nittany Lions. He had 34 tackles, 13 assists, and 23 stops. While in coverage, Jacobs made no pass breakups, no interceptions, and QB rating when targeted was 102.6. As a pass rusher, he tallied 12 total pressures, which included 6 quarterback hurries, 3 quarterback hits, and 3 sacks on the season. Some of his strengths: he's a bit stiff but makes a clean open field tackle, good effort in pursuit. Along with great instincts, he's an explosive mover. He shows good speed and closing burst when blitzing. His best attribute, extreme quickness off the edge. He has the flexibility to turn the corner. Jacobs can be used as a rangy run defender inside, instinctive when it comes to locating the ball, the quickness to get it before blockers can react at the second level. And he combines very good instincts with above average reaction skills, almost always finds the ball in traffic. Yeah. Looking into this guy, I don't think he'll be available at 162. I think this is a little bit of a dream here, getting him at this late in the draft. But you never know. We'll see. But yeah, Lions linebacker is not necessarily a position of need, but definitely wouldn't hurt to pick one up here in the draft. And maybe he could be under the tutelage of Anzalone here towards the end of his career, potentially his last year, next year. He's getting kind of up there in age. Could come in and learn and sit the bench for a year or two and pick up some knowledge, learn the game, and mold himself into a Detroit Lion. But yeah, we'll move on to the last pick here. 246 overall of the Lions, selecting cornerback from Marshall, Micah Abram. Pull up his profile over here. Wow, his profile's not on here. Well, that's probably makes sense because, to be honest, 246, just kind of reach for any position. Don't know much about this guy. If anyone does know about this guy, feel free to drop a comment. But yeah, 246, you're really just picking up somebody that's probably not going to make the team. But anyways, in addition, we do have a 2025 first Tampa Bay draft pick next year. So yeah, this is the mock draft 3.0. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Really appreciate all the love on the first editions of the Detroit Lions mock draft here on the channel. You guys are showing criticism. You guys are showing love. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the comments. Keep it up. If you could hit that like and subscribe button as well, I'd really greatly appreciate that. And yeah, just let me know what you think. Thanks for being here as always. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.